Hey glampers, Mike and Joni from Those Who Glamp Together. We're at Alum Creek this weekend, the state park here in Ohio. We're going to discuss, is it still feasible to camp because of the high inflation, the high prices?
Yeah.
What does it cost to camp? Is it something we have to give up? Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
All right, welcome back. This weekend we're going to talk about, is it really feasible to be camping still with all the inflation going on, the cost of camping? So we got some tips that we want to share that may help you with your camping and to keep camping. So the first tip is camp close. Stay close to home. Get a radius on a map and say we're going to stay within this radius and we're going to find campgrounds in that radius. Go as far as you need, of course, to find a campground, but that's a good way to keep the cost down of travel, because we all know that these trucks here, they suck the gas down when we're pulling one of these. So speaking of fuel, one really good way to save on fuel is get an EFS card, or just to use any kind of a fuel card that you may have. You can always find, like Gas Buddy. Gas Buddy finds you the best prices. Use those apps that help you and save money that way. And that's another way that you can keep camping.
But the other thing that could save you money is slow down. Maybe driving 65 is not your thing, but one, it's safer, and then two, it'll also save you fuel.
If you have a rig, you have something like this, your freshwater dump. One way to save money is to not have a full tank. One, when you're driving to your campground, fill up at your campground. But when you're done, assuming you don't have water at the campground, like here at a state park, they usually don't have water. So we have a full tank. Fill up when you get to the campground. If you don't use all your water, simply dump it out before you leave. All right, so another way to save money by camping in state parks. The state parks are great, especially here in Ohio. I think they run like 25 to 30, 35 bucks a night. Mm-hmm. So
depending on your amenities.
Yeah, depending on what kind of site you get.
Yep, there's also other things like KOAs and 1,000 trail memberships that they're memberships and they can earn a free night. The nice thing about Ohio State Parks is that you can actually earn free nights here. You get points for staying here, and then eventually you get enough points that you can stay here free.
Yeah, so get out and enjoy your state parks like this one, Alum Creek.
Now we camp two different ways. One way is the travel way, and the other way is just the weekend things. So when we travel, I do a lot of food prep, put stuff away in the freezer, and then as we go throughout the week, I move them from the freezer to the refrigerator. So that's one way we do it. But then when we do the weekend things, you know, we're cooking outside and we're preparing things. But when we're traveling, we really want to spend more time in the parks, more time of where we're visiting, so we don't tend to want to come back and cook all the time.
Ooh, it is dark. All right, another way to save money for the weekend camping, just utilize the free things that the campground has to offer. Being in a state park, this park has a beach, and behind me over here, a hiking trail, and it's got several hiking trails, and it also has biking trails for mountain biking trails. So there's a lot of free things to do, and just in the campground itself, they gave us a list of things that are kid related. So if you have kiddos, bring them and do the things with the kiddos, and they're free. And you know, bring your bicycles. That way you can leave your vehicle parked. You're not wasting fuel. You can get around the campground a lot easier with a bicycle, and it's a lot cheaper. Let's face it, we are all struggling with spending money on a pastime. With inflation higher than any of us have ever seen before, is camping still a viable option of entertainment? Like many of you, we can't fathom the thought of not getting out after a long work week, kicking back, hiking, campfires, you know, all the things camping has to offer to help us get through our work week. and yet many of us are faced with not camping. We are grateful for all of you, and we hope we can be here to walk through this time with you, and we can all come out the other side sitting by the campfire, sharing stories of remember when. Happy glamping.